Well, congrats on the win, a big win against the Oshawa Generals, 8-4. A goal from yourself in terms of your own game tonight. How are you feeling up there?
I feel good. I feel confident. I feel, the team's on a roll, so obviously we're going to feel confident as a team, but individually, obviously I feel confident too. So that feels good to be in that state of mind. So yeah, the guys are just going to keep rolling here.
Got a big win tonight. Coming up, you got another game against Niagara. What do you do to prepare for that game?
Probably just to practice tomorrow, focus on what we have to do, and I'm sure if we do that, we'll come out with a win.
Absolutely. And in terms of your own personal success, as of late, you've been scoring a lot of big goals. In terms of specifically that big Barrie comeback, right? 2 goals from that. In those crucial big game moments, how are you feeling? Because like you said just a second ago, that you're feeling confident, but do you feel that confidence is transitioning well in those big high octane moments?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have a great team, and like Luca right here. In Barrie, he fed me with a backdoor pass. That one was just putting it in the net. So when you have teammates like that, it's easy to be confident.
The draft's coming up in July. How is the feeling for you? A little bit of nervousness, or thinking about it?
Obviously, it's in the back of your head, but to be honest, I'm just thinking about team success right now. So the draft is a long way from now. I know that the further we make it, the more chance I have to prove myself and showcase my abilities. So I'm just focused on the team success right now.
Well, Luca, congrats on the 8-4 win against the Oshawa Generals. A hat-trick performance from yourself.
Thank you.
In terms of yourself, how are you feeling out there? What was looking for you?
I have to give all the credits to my teammates. They found me with some great passes. I mean, as you guys saw, Larson and Sharp had 4 and 5 point nights. They're 2 fantastic defensemen. And, they were just finding me in the right spots. So, I mean, a lot of credit to them.
And over the last little bit, the Steelheads have had some ups and downs. But tonight, of course, a goal game from you guys. How are you feeling to get that weight off your shoulders a little bit?
Yeah, honestly, I think the confidence is back up in that room, and I think we're going to get back to our old ways, and hopefully we can go on a little winning skid here.
Well, JR, a big win over the Oshawa Generals, 8-4. In terms of what you saw out there, what are your thoughts on that?
A bit of a carryover from last night. We had our best game in a month. It's tough that we lost it there at the end, but tonight the guys brought yesterday's compete level into tonight, and this was more like we had seen at the beginning of the year. I'm not happy about the 2 goals in the third, but it's already over then. Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, I loved it.
Just when a game does get out of hand like that, 6-goal lead in the third, or after 2 periods, what do you try and do in the third? Do you try to play the bottom guys some more, or adjust them?
I try to get guys minutes, yeah. The other guys, Del Bell was still getting minutes, Hardy was still getting minutes, but, we got to play some of the guys that maybe don't get the 20 minutes a night, right? The Mises and the Chisholm and Stubbs and those guys, they got more minutes tonight, and they did okay, yeah.
And in terms of tonight, of course, the offense was highlighted by Luca Belluz hat-trick, but also a really big night for your defenders. Chaz Sharp, multi-point game, Kasper Larsson, multi-point game. In terms of what you've been seeing from a guy like Chaz Sharp in particularly, what are your thoughts on that?
Sharpie had 4 points, a goal and 3 assists, I think. And, he's a great skater. He's very, very good with the puck. He knows what he needs, what type of thing he needs to work on. But it's great to see him get rewarded. Kasper Larsson, I believe, had a goal and 4 assists, so 5-point night. He could have had 6 if Alberti had lifted his head to see the empty net there. Kasper's been that way all year, smart with the puck, moves it well. He's got a bomb. So, yeah, it's great to see the D chipping in with points when they were playing really strong defense. Whereas a few weeks ago, our D were really up ice a lot, cheating offensively. Tonight, I don't think they were cheating offensively, and they get a whole bunch of points. So hopefully they see that and continue to play that way. The points aren't going to be there like that every night, but if they commit to playing hard defensively, then they're going to get the points. And I keep hearing it because my son said something to me on the game yesterday on the TV. They said that I'm a he said we're a real strong defensive team. And the guy was making a comment about me coaching that since I've been here, we've always had a strong defensive team. I wouldn't say that we're a defensively structured team focused on that. The way we play, we shouldn't be giving up a lot. And I think you witnessed it the first year I took over. We went from getting outshot 87% of the time to now we're out shooting teams over 90% of the time. So I think when there's a commitment to strong defending, we end up with the puck more. And when we end up with the puck more, you're going to get more offensive chances. So going back to what you're talking about, defensemen chipping in tonight, yeah, it's great to see, but it's a real strong commitment to defending, which led to that. So hopefully they hear this and heed that knowledge.
And I want to talk a little bit about Luca Belluz. Going into the season, his rookie year, he had 6 points in 58 games. Now it seems that he's gained a lot more confidence. He's got, as of tonight, over 64 points in 52 games. What led up to that change?
There is a process. When young guys come in the league, they don't quite understand it because they're coming from minor midget where they're the big guys, right? They play a lot of minutes, and then they come in, and they're just physically not, as mature as 19, 20-year-olds, 18-year-olds. So they get in a little rut. They struggle a little bit. All the guys do. He was 150 pounds, 148 pounds his first year. Now he's 182. He put in, I don't know if anybody put in more work than he did over the COVID break. I know he was working out. I know because I had ice. I was allowed to train guys because I have an NHL certificate, so he was on the ice. I don't know if anybody worked harder than he did. He's gotten bigger and stronger. He wanted to do that. But, he might be our best defensive forward. But you're talking about the offensive side. It goes back to the harder you defend, the more you end up with the puck, And he's very, very, very creative with the puck. And tonight he showed his shot. He's got quick hands down low. So I couldn't be more happy for him. I couldn't be more proud of him. So hopefully it pays off in July at the draft. So he's had a great year. Hopefully he continues that way.
Just with Casper, we've seen progressing for quite some time now. I got to think with a guy like that, professional opportunity is the goal line for both him and for you to get him. What kinds of things are you working with him on?
So he would have been here the year prior to,
exactly.
Right? So he knew, because I lived there for a long time, so I've seen a lot of stuff that he's done. I told him some things to work on, he did. And I think he had a good first half, and then he went away for a month or 5.5 weeks, right? For the BU World Championships, and then he got COVID. So I think that time away hurt him, and now I think he's really going up. But he's really committed to being a strong defender, but he's really good with the puck. He makes smart decisions. With the pro side of it, the NHL side of it, there's quite a few teams that are really interested in him. And I'll be really surprised. He may not get drafted, but I think he'll be a guy that signs over the summer because he's just got a pro-sized body, and he thinks the game like a pro. So, hopefully, again, we can only do so much, on the development side. But I think his game's come so far. When his family was here last week, he said he can't believe the difference in his play. So that's good for him because he's put the time in, and we'll just continue to work with him.
And in terms of the lineup, Ty Collins was not in the lineup. It's fair to assume he's dealing with a potential injury?
Yeah, he got hit last night, and he wasn't 100%, so next guy up, right? Down, the same thing with Callahan, right? But that's the way we have to play now. We have to start to get kind of in that playoff mode where every night you could lose a guy here or there, and it has to be the next guy up to get in and do their job. Stubbsy went in tonight, and I don't think we missed a beat up front, with Ty out. Dylan Gordon hasn't played in a long time. Hasn't played D in a long time because he played forward for us. But he looked great out there tonight. So that's the way it's going to be. You know, if you're going to win hockey games in this league, you got to play a certain way. And when you play that way, there's going to be some injuries along the road. So we just have to be able to be prepared to put the next guy in.
What did you think of Xander on the top line this evening?
Yeah, I switched it yesterday.
Okay.
I put him in there yesterday for the third period. Yeah? Just because he's really heavy on the forecheck. He missed some time, right? So he was getting back. He's getting his wind cardio back. But I thought he looked really good last night in the third period for us with those two guys. And today, I mean, again, he's heavy on the forecheck. He gets in hard on the forecheck, and those other two guys are going to play around the puck. So Xander will play straight lines, and like I said, does his job along the wall, and then heavy on the forecheck. It'll be good for him, and it'll be good for us.
And to go back to Ty Collins, is there an expectation that he will be ready to play tomorrow in St. Catharines against the Ice?
I don't. Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Not tomorrow.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Am I going tomorrow?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I haven't been told that he's close to playing. I think both those guys. I don't think either one of those guys will play on Sunday. Yeah.
And of course, two of your players were named to the CHL NHL Top Prospects game. Luca and Belluz, and no one back. From your coaching standpoint, you know, I'm not looking for words for this.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved placement on that team. I think they NHL guys. Obviously, Del Belluz is pretty high up on everybody's list. Owen Beck is as well. So the NHL guys pick it. They picked those two guys for a reason because they're both first or second round guys. So they both earned it, and yeah, hopefully they have a great night. It's a lot of fun. I got to coach in the game the 1 year, so it's a lot of fun for them.
And my last question for you, this was a question I've been meaning to ask you, I think, just over 2 weeks ago, but I forgot who the Steelheads were facing against, but I believe I saw Xander Vecchia try the Michigan maneuver in a game, and of course, there are many people in hockey media, many coaches who disapprove of that kind of hockey and like that kind of hockey. I'm curious to get your take on those kinds of maneuvers in hockey.
Yeah, I mean, I think I know what you're. I think I know the chance you're talking about. And yeah, if you can do it, do it. It's a tough play for a goalie to take. That doesn't bother me if guys try new things. We try new things on. Our D zone is completely different than most guys play. So no, I'm all for guys being creative on the ice. Del Belluz does some things on the ice too that most people don't. So if you can do the Michigan, do the Michigan. I mean, lacrosse goal, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Yeah. Be better if it works.